Well, good morning, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And it's feeling like fall out here. The trees are beginning to turn and everything else. And I'm getting ready to go to Williamsburg, Colonial Williamsburg, take care of checking out the brick factory and basically seeing exactly how they made bricks and stuff for back in the day. Um, Yesterday, of course, we found out that the Cowboys actually did not make a call about Max Crosby, and that Max Crosby is not for sale, or at least not unless you really bump up the numbers. There's rumors that the Cowboys could be interested in defensive lineman Jeffrey Simmons. Now, Jeffrey Simmons is having an incredible year this year. He is playing, he's already got 4 sacks and everything else. But this is a defensive lineman, defensive tackle. And I'm not sure how this makes sense after just locking down Osa and Digazua, getting Kenny Clark, although maybe Kenny Clark is looked at as a 1-year rental as opposed to a long-term solution. And maybe you look at this and say, yeah, we really want to be able to stop the run, which has always been the Cowboys' problem with playoffs. And maybe they view Overshone coming back as the savior as far as linebacking goes. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. This is another question in my mind is there is the Tennessee Titans actually holding out Jeffrey Simmons from playing over the next 2 weeks because we have 13 days for the trade deadline. Are they holding him out with this hamstring injury to make sure he doesn't get any more damaged before trying to trade him? I don't know. But here's where, this is an article by John Machota about it, about possibilities, because you're hearing all kinds of rumors for everybody about trades that can happen. This is where people are making their money with the Dallas Cowboys, because they all know we're hoping and praying that the Cowboys do something to blister the team, and you're going to see a lot of fake shit out there. I honestly think what happened with the Max Crosby situation, if you remember when I first did my first video on it, because everybody's saying, Cowboys called him, the Cowboys called him. A couple hours earlier, I saw a Facebook post that said the Cowboys called the Raiders about the availability of Max Crosby. And I looked at that and I said, that's a Facebook post. That's probably not real. I Googled to see if there's any corroborating information, and I couldn't find anything. And I think what happened is Trey Wingo might have seen that post and followed up on it. That's how there's so much misinformation now. You just don't know what to believe. But here's this article from John Machota. The trades have been more common than usual for the Dallas Cowboys this year. They acquired Kyler Elam, linebacker Kenneth Murray, quarterback Joe Milton, and George Pickens via trade. So that's actually 4 trades this year. Now, I'm going to say at the moment, when you look at some of the recent trades that Cowboys have done, Jonathan Mingo hasn't really done much for us. Okay, he's getting off of IR again, and the Trey Lance one, that was just a waste of money and pick. But George Pickens, that one is the winner. They've also been one of the biggest. They also made one of the biggest NFL trades in recent history by trading Micah Parsons to Green Bay Packers. So that's 5 on it that they've made. So maybe the Cowboys are getting in love with making trades. The Cowboys certainly have the ammunition after gaining 2 first-round picks from the Parsons trade. They have plenty of salary cap space, roughly $30 million. And Cowboys owner Jerry Jones, en route to the league meetings in New York on Tuesday, said that the Cowboys could be very, very easily have discussions with other teams' owners at the meetings about potential trades. If there were a trade, it would be because it fits us, Jerry Jones said, and to fit, there has to be a reason why the player would leave that we're interested in going forward with, and would have to fit us in terms of our plans on the roster, the financials, and everything that goes with it. Just because we played well, all of a sudden everybody thinks, boy, you're in the hunt. So it's time to go out and gather all this talent, and that's waiting around out here on the trees to add to it. And now feeling that we feel good that we can be more competitive that's not realistic. What's realistic is if that is, we do see an opportunity, we're in good shape as we've been in years with draft picks, the financials, the salary cap. We're in good shape. We've been than we've ever been if we see a way to improve our team with a player that makes sense today, this year, next year, and entertaining and looking at it. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can. I don't know if you'll hear it.
You do that, or you still feel like you're in that space?
Not at all. I feel just as inclined, not inclined. Really, and I'm not trying to be anyway. I don't have anything in front of me right now that I'm interested in. I haven't noodled up something that I might be interested in. You have to go within the boundaries of what's possible. You hear from other clubs as we get on into the trading deadline. We'll see if something there helps. But I'm not going to holler at my pillow if we don't get a trade, because I feel good about the makeup of the personnel we got on the team right now.
Not going to holler at my pillow if we don't make a trade. Okay. All right, so here's my trepidation here is Jeffrey Simons so far this year has been on a tear at defensive tackle. He's got 21 combined tackles, 9 assists, 4.5 sacks. He's been playing great. But here's where Titans will be missing 2 defensive starters on Sunday. Mike McCoy said today that Jeffrey Simons will be week to week with a hamstring injury he suffered in a loss Sunday against the New England Patriots. It's a tough break for Simons, who's been playing the best of his career. McCoy didn't say exactly how long Simons will be out, but week to week usually means a couple of games. McCoy also said that Javaris Sneed will miss some time with a quad injury. Okay, nobody cares. We don't care. We're not trading for him. Okay, but are we trading for a guy who's got a hamstring injury that's probably going to miss the next couple of weeks? Is that where we are? I'm asking a question. I'm asking for a friend. The rumor started yesterday. It was reported yesterday that he has a hamstring issue. Now, Cowboys do have a propensity to look and say there's value there getting a guy who's injured. So maybe this is the plan or the play. I don't know. Or maybe this is the Titans putting him basically on the trade block and not saying we're putting him on the trade block to make sure he doesn't get damaged before we trade him. You know what I'm saying? That's a possibility. Or maybe this is one of those ones where Jeffrey is kind of, oh, my hamstring. And then as soon as he gets traded to another team, hey, I'm feeling great. You tell me, bro. You tell me. All right. That's all I got for you guys right now. I've got some thoughts about the Cowboys defense being able to turn it around and maybe being a repeat of 2014. Yeah. And I got all kinds of thoughts, all kinds of mindless minutia in this head. Appreciate you. Peace out.